Okay, this is Mark, High Quality Home Maintenance. As you can see, we're going to be replacing a sun tunnel dome end flashing. And you can clearly see that she does have a problem. Water is getting right in there. This was a derecho fix, so we're going to do a permanent fix on it and stop the water from getting in. Okay, as you can see, I've started taking some shingles off, and we have gotten down to the flange. So I'm going to stop taking shingles out, and hopefully I won't have to take any more out on the left side. I'm going to work on the right side, bring those down. Of course, I happen to have a bath vent fan exhaust or something in the way, so we're going to make sure that we address that correctly. Okay, so we just found our first roofing install issue, and as you can see, we took out a couple more shingles, and as we came down, we got this one, which was kind of cut horribly, but it was jammed underneath in there. You can see all these water trails where the water had gotten underneath and then tracked all the way across. So there was water starting to migrate in, and hopefully it would get out somewhere, but you can see it started rusting the holy bejesus out of these nails, even here and here. So we're going to correct that as well. Okay, so I've taken out that last shingle, and you can still see that staining right there. And I pulled up these nails. You can see how much rust has accumulated or eaten at these fasteners and even down on this next row. But I do think it was managing to still protect the home. So they had ice and water all the way up that far. They might have put ice and water all the way up this entire way. I'm gonna take this flashing off next, and hopefully the new flashing fits this pipe, because this flashing and the new flashing are not the same size. But I think they're the same size for the tube for the sun tunnel part. So we'll see if that actually fits. Okay, we got that to fit on superbly, which is great. And now we're going to put these old shingles back on, and I'll show you how. And you can see the new way of the design element change. This was a water barrier to keep the water on top of the flashing. As you can tell, that didn't work. So what they've come up with a new thing, and I've been doing it for years. Only I was always using caulk. I would put caulk at an angle underneath the shingle. Well, now they're putting a rib to drive the rain back on. Back onto the flashing, which is great. So that rib will direct the water back on to try and prevent this tracking off onto the top of a shingle and then underneath. And I did see evidence, so we had water getting in right there. And I know for a fact this is brand new fascia, because I put it on. I put this fascia on. So it is showing signs of leaking, and that was where the water, in my belief, was coming from, right up here. So we, what did I say, killed two birds with one stone. Okay, so I've got this next shingle cut. I've recut it. I'm going to put it in. And as you can see, they have these ribs again, like I've already explained. And this shingle is going to go right in here. And what I'm going to do is, I know this is all going to be covered, so what I want to do, I'm going to take this out, and to prevent anything from happening like it did before, I'm going to caulk the living hay out of this spot right here, and then I'm going to put an angle like this to drive any of that water out. and I don't want any water tracking this way, tracking to the left. So now when I put this shingle in, it's gonna rest in there, and there is no way, and I did the same thing over there, there is no way if that water gets in here, and water will get in here, but I'm kind of leaving a space for it to get around or get out. I might cut just a little more of this off. I thought I had a better job done. Anyway, so now I'm going to put nails back in, and of course I'm going to add nails. I'm not going to put this one in at all, or that one. I'm going to start probably with this one, then put another one in, fill that hole with a nail, put another one in, fill that hole with a nail, and add another nail here. So that's how we're going to do that to make sure that these shingles don't fly off and don't leak. Okay, everybody, that seemed to work like a charm. Now, as you can see, the old flashing stuck down, it was square, and you can see right there, and you can see the nail hole. Well, here's my solution to that problem. What I'm going to do, so I'm going to put a nail in each of those holes. And of course I don't have a caulk tube up here. Hold on. Okay, so I've gone and caulked those, and now I've taken some of these old shingle scraps, rubbed them together, caught it in this plastic, this old little sleeve, and now let's see if I can't get enough in one hand here. Oh shit, what the hell am I doing? And you do that, and boom, problem solved, and it's disappeared. And I'm gonna put a little more on this one. Just kind of press that in, and that's a done deal. I accidentally started putting the damn granules on that. That kind of sucked, but oh well, that's it. That's done now. And this here was an additional piece that they sent. They want that positioned on the, I'm going to say the west side, so when you get the blaring sun in the afternoon, it kind of diffuses it and you don't get quite so much sun down in your sun tunnel. And it is exactly 3:30 right now, and the sun is pretty high, and it's right there. So there we go, all done, situation done, normal cleanup.